Ah, good evening, good evening, good evening, ladies and gentleladies. We are back to the live. Back to the live. Die. Yeah, man.
What's that?
Hmm?
What's wrong?
Nothing's wrong.
Okay, I'll be simple.
How's it, Benji? We are back here again. This is one that's really just eating my brains. I'm in Boksburg North in the East Rand, Joburg. This power base came in the customer's car, it burned. Then he brought both his woofers in for repairs. Then I redid both the woofers because both the woofers, according, when you're doing repairs, it's better to do both because then both will be basically, because how the factory glue and the glue I use not the same, so just to unify it, do both. So he did both, put it in the car. I think he had it in the car for about 2 weeks. After 2 weeks, contacted me, said the one sub is dead again, but the other one is playing. Brought it back in, and then you guys saw this is what happened to the former. That's what happened to the former. Now, after this happened to the former, we made a brand new coil for him, and we recoiled it. So it burnt the first time when he had it, basically like he burnt it from new. I recoiled it. On the recoil, he burnt it and broke the coil. Then brought it in. Then I made a new coil, fitted it in again. And here we are again. The subwoofer is completely, the coil is completely fried. How's it, Ezekiel? And the worrying part is it's just the one that keeps going, the one on the left hand side. Now if one woofer keeps going on the one side, man, I don't know, it doesn't make sense because you've got two woofers that's playing in the vehicle. Both are getting getting what's this, the same amount of power, or basically they both woofers are in the same box. There's no partition. They're playing out of the same port. They're getting power from the same amplifier, but the one keeps not burning, it's frying completely. And I can't for the life of me understand why just one keeps going and the other one is perfect. There's absolutely nothing wrong with the other one. The coil is still fine. No, big boy, just fixing. This one, however, I don't understand. This one's got me completely 6s and 7s. Fila, it depends, man. Cost wise, my bro, nowadays it's all depending on your pocket. All recoiling does is it takes the broken wire off from the speaker and I put new wire on the speaker. So like I'll show you now, once I've opened this one here, the coil is completely fried inside here. And everybody saw what the coil on this thing looks like when I was finished with it. On my previous lives, you guys can check it out on my YouTube channel. I've got all of the lives going to the YouTube channel. 6.5, my bro, rather buy a new one. The costing of these things, the gauze, yeah, yes, I thought of that as well, but here's the problem. I marked the woofer, and when we fitted the woofers, I made sure that the woofer that burned previously is, no wait, I'm taking this out, I'll see which one it is, because I had that in mind, and I figured maybe swap it around, put the other one that side and put this one that I redid, put it on the right side, and the one that I didn't redo, put that on the left, and see if that burns again. Do I drive a blue car? Yes, I drive a blue car. I'm in Boksburg North in the East Rand. That's why I wanna open up this, because only after opening it will I see which one it actually is that actually burnt. I don't know which one of the two, because both has the same. Okay, so let's mark this again. Okay. Yeah, that's the only other thing that I was thinking of as well, is that one of the woofers, the motor is the only thing that could be. I'm based in Boksburg North in the East Rand. Repair cost depends on the woofer and the size of the coil. Your normal 10s, 8s, 10s, 550. 12s are between 650 and 850. As Mr. Gig Bar. Hey babe. You can't say stalking, man. No, I don't keep. I've got pride, but not speakers. Only pride in the work, man. I'm based in Boksburg North in the East Rand. I don't know why the Owens want these big woofers. most of the brass is breaking. They're breaking Targa streets, but then they want to own Sundowns. I'm not speaking about you specifically now, Tigba. I'm just, now that you mentioned it, it's just like, it's dawning on me when you're asking that one. No, it don't sound different, sounds the same. The process of recoiling is you remove the burnt wire, and the size of the wire, you use the same gauge wire and just replace that. Unless it is the flat wind. When it's flat wind, you find an equivalent size wire and equivalent height of the coil to give you the same ohmage that the flat wire was winded to. So if the speaker comes as dual 2 and it was done with a flat wire, then you need to use an equivalent wire size that's going to go onto the existing coil or existing former, and then that's basically how it is. It'll play exactly the same as before. Like I said, it's dead right now when it comes in for repairs. You take off all of the burnt wire, you're putting on brand new wire, and then it starts playing again. It should play again. Now, the reason why they break so quickly after recoiling is because once you've done the recoil and on the lives, once I open it up, I'll show you what the issue could be, or why I'll give you the reason as to why, because the coil tells you why it died. So once you've opened it up, you'll see the reason as to why the speaker broke. I give you that information. If you don't change the information, change the setup and the information I gave you, then there's nothing I can do. You're gonna have the exact same result. Basically like this woofers here. How's it, Mr. Enan? Now, breaking a sub in is for the spiders. When they talk about a breaking process, it's to soften the suspension of the woofer. I'm based in Boksburg North in the East Rand. Some of my old, there's a lot of my old, well not a lot, all of my old lives are on my YouTube channel. The link is in my bio. Python 12-inch of Godzilla, ice power. And man, if the price is the same, then go for the looks, because they generally the same, I think, size coils. I have not, no, I did have a Godzilla here, but it's been so long I can't even remember the speaker. The Pythons are good make as well. It depends on your application, man, what type of music you listen to and that stuff. Those are very important things when you're buying woofers. Nsika, Star Sound, Nataga, doesn't matter, boss. Again, application dependent. Do you have the battery power to run the amplifiers? And you need to go according to that, the power that the amplifiers require. Because a lot of times when if you take in comparison, say a Targa 3000 amplifier, powerbass 3000 amp, SD 3000 amp, what else is there in the 3K? The Teramps, Star Sound, Ice Power. If you look at all those amplifiers, all of them have different power requirements to make 3000. Don't look at the voltage. When you look at the bookie, when you open the bookie and you look and you see 3000 watts RMS at 12.2 volts, don't look at the voltage. Look at the amperage, because the amperage will tell you if you have enough, how many batteries you require to put into your car, And then if it's more than 2 batteries, then you need to start looking at alternator. You gotta upgrade the alternator, because if you're gonna be playing music for a long periods of time, you need to make sure you'll be able to charge the battery power. Yeah, that's a good one here, Yakub. You gotta ask the question, what are you willing to spend on an amplifier, first of all? And then secondly, I think most importantly, what are you willing to spend on the battery power to make the amplifier work to its optimum? Because I think we don't talk about the battery power enough. How's it, man? I'm in Boksburg North in the East Rand. Also, I would really like, well, I haven't really watched the video, so I don't know if it was explained or not. But an educated assumption, because I know assumptions is something that one should never ever do. Never ever make assumptions. But this is an educated one. 26 Hertz or 418s. Woo! Yeah, no, I've got my 218s, and then I've got 2 Targa 15s CBs, I think, CBRs, I think, that I've got here, that I now need to strip so that I can use the magnets for my 18s. Because this bra, he came here, dropped off his woofers, and then he just left. And now the subs are just laying here. And because bra is loaded, I am pretty sure he done gone bye-bye and went and bought him another set. So now I'm sitting with woofers that's laying here and taking up space in my house. The 215s, do you have any for sale, Mr. Ice? Yes, I've got 2 15-inch. What's the date today? What is the date? What is the date today? It's the 13th of April. Well, in 2 days' time, there's a message going out for one of my customers. They tire repair. I'm in Boksburg North in the East Rand. There's a customer that I've done repairs for. The repairs consist of 2 15-inch Targa Venoms, 4 15-inch powerbass comp. What's this? What comps is this again? It's the Pro Comp 15. I can't remember what's the bloody thing there. The thing is, they refuse to do payment. So just give it till end of the month. At the end of the month, just send me a WhatsApp message. My WhatsApp number is on my bio. KO, I do sell repairs that doesn't get collected or customers refuse to do payments. I sell the subs, and pricing, they will all be exactly the same. They will all be exactly the same pricing. It's $850 a 15-inch. I actually still have to coil 2 of the 15s, which I'm going to do once I've opened up this one. There's 2 15s that I haven't done recoiling on yet. How's it, James? 850 per sub, yes, 15-inch. There's 2 Targa 15s, and there's 4 powerbass comp Rs. Boksburg North in the East Rand. You can contact me on my WhatsApp. Not yet, my guy. I'm sending out the message on the 15th, and if they do not collect the woofers or pay the money by the end of April, on the 1st of May, then we can talk business. I'm waiting for payment. If they do payment by the 30th, then the subs aren't for sale. But if they do payment by the 30th, then they don't do it, then yeah, no, look, 15s will make you make noise. How's it, A1? Lekker man, and you, bruh? Yeah, one of my customers came for repair, and donation, I gave my donation already last month. Now it's 850 each. You need to go back to school and learn maths. 850 one sub. I'll show you now, guys. Hold on, let me just open the speaker here. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. There's one Venom 15 that I need to open up as well. It's making scratching noises, so most likely I didn't put enough shims in there. Yeah, James, you're making your own discounts here. Yes, I'm not selling the woofers to make money or anything. I just need my money for the repairs, that's it. I've already gone, basically this will be the second month that I've gone without payment, because they were supposed to pick it up at the end of March, and the customer I did repair work for ended up burning his speakers within the first 15-20 minutes of play. And he sends me a video of the coil being completely dismantled, also like how this one here is completely shattered. And he says that they saw that the speaker was broken, and they were saying that how can they pay somebody like me? How can they pay for a repair like that if it's going to last so quickly, if it doesn't last more than 15 minutes? But the problem is that I asked him is, how do they know that in their in their cars with their setups that the repair is not going to last? It's 850, my guy. It's 850. Wait, I'll show you guys now. Hold on, man. Like you're hastig. No. Shakir, I'm in Boksburg North in the East Rand. Boksburg. Joburg. East Rand. I have tried to print out an address or try and put it up onto my live feed here. Man, figuring out this shit is bloody well harder than anything else, so I'm constantly trying to sort this thing out. Which country I'm from? I'm from Joburg, South Africa, my guy. South Africa, Gauteng. Gauteng, South Africa, on the East Rand side of things. Alright. Okay, that's open, that's open. That's open. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Sharp, Sean. That's what I'm gonna do now, Dion. I'm gonna make one tomorrow. Subwoofers, yes, I repair subwoofers. Doesn't matter the brand, except for the high-end stuff. like Rockfords and so on Vegas, and I don't say so on Vegas because how do you put your man in the back on your sub? Targa CZ, if I'm not mistaken, the Targa CZ has flat wire. If you don't mind recoiling it with copper, then I can assist, yes. But if coiling it with copper is an issue, I do not have aluminium. Don't do aluminium.
Okay, but food, she's sleeping.
So that's all she wanted. Just to fill the belly, which is good, man.
And I like, it's like I'm called, I'm like, okay, it's finished, then lay on the blanket. And something tells me move the tablet, and I just move the tablet and I see she's gone.
I came to come and sit here now, Riyadh, so that she can come and play, because I'm hearing her sitting here inside alone and singing here. So I figured, okay, you busy there on your laptop with work, let me come here and carry on with us here.
No, she's tired.
Because I see she's, and keep her out of the room so you can get done with the work. And she's
No,
like,
she was just a little bit tired.
I also glue this thing, I also glue him was. Sorry, Owens. Spider rings. I don't. Ayo, look some. I don't know if I've still got spider rings, because this is what happens to the flat wire. It does this, and you're lucky if inside it doesn't go through. But if it did go through all the way, we'll have to basically make a brand new coil, strip this. What is going on with this thing? Say, boss, you re-break, okay? I fixed you, you broke. Now you want to take it out on me. Don't be pissed off that you fucking broke and you can't go back into your box. It's not my fault you fucking went and broke. You must move your owner like that. Don't come and hit me. I'm here to fix you. You break my hand here. How am I supposed to fix you? Come with your cock, bruh. Shit. JBL Base Pro. No, I don't touch JBLs. They've got Captain Formers. What causes the sub to break after recoil? The same thing that broke it before recoil. Like I've said it once, I've said it many times, guys. If you want to, you can go see my previous lives. All of my lives and all of the works that I've done previously is on my YouTube channel. The link is in my bio. I've said this many times. The coil that I do is made from copper wire. It's not vibranium or adamantium or stuff like that. If you break it, you're not breaking the sub, you're not breaking the recoil, you're just breaking it again. Okay then, I don't know what the RMS on these are. I think it's 2,500 if I'm not mistaken. I'm not familiar with the RMS ratings and stuff because I don't really take that stuff to heart. I don't know what is marketing and what is true and all of that. Now it is, brother. I always think when you do a recoil, it's vibranium you're using, because now all of a sudden when the sub breaks, and they're like, How could it break? It only lasts 2 minutes in my car. Hey boss, I told you what's wrong with the car. What's wrong with the thing? Did you or did you not follow what I told you? I said, this is what's the issue. Did you fix the issue? If you didn't fix the issue, and the biggest issue with most of the stuff that comes here is a box. And once you talk about box, always don't want to hear nothing, because box means you need to spend a lot more money to repair, to fix the issue. So they put it back in. If the subs comes out of a box and the woofers are broken and you remove them from this box, and the issue with the woofers turns out to be the reason why they broke is because of the box, after repairing the woofers, you cannot take the repaired woofers and put them into the same box that you took them out from when they were burnt, because then you're going to get the same result. You can't ask a guy what is 1 plus 1 and he tells you it's 11, and then you ask him what is 1 plus 1 and he tells you it's 11. You can't ask somebody that question because the only thing is 1 plus 1 can either be 11 or it can be 2. It's only one of those two things. Now if it's brand new and it broke, then the answer is 11. If we fix it and we put it in and you still don't believe that the answer was 11, then the answer can only be 2. So we fix it again. If it goes back in and it breaks again, then there's something wrong. You need to ask a different question. And I am going to go look back for that comment that was made earlier. I need to give thanks to that bra, because it's the one thing that I did not think of. And I need to go to my forums again and let the guys know there, because none of them thought of it either, that the reason why just the one speaker could be burning Muren. Well, like I said, let me first open this thing and see if it is the one that I put in. Yep, it is him. Yep, it's him. So, whoo. Yeah, you see? And I do believe you guys did see what this coil looked like when I put it in. So it could be the magnet. That's the only thing that this could be. So fixing this isn't going to solve anything. It's just going to burn again, because the other one is perfect. There's absolutely fuck all wrong with the other one. This one here again. This is definitely the one that I fixed, because I can see the former on the inside. It's not the same as the other ones. You'll have to call if you want the brand new Assassin coil. I think they got, I'm not 100% sure, but I do believe that they have kits. I've heard people talking about them getting kits from Powerbass. So contact Powerbass directly and then you probably get it from there. I don't know who the suppliers and all that stuff is. I'm in Boksburg North in the East End. Oh yeah, okay, so the subs that is for sale, let me just bring them quickly. Ugh. It is this one. It's the Powerbass, what's this? Or the XL15. Before recoiling must burn. No, it's not true. You don't have to burn the thing. Because let me just tell you quickly, because you're on the path to some serious cuck. Whoever's telling you those things is lying to you. If you want to play your speaker till it's completely burnt like that, you run the risk of damaging your amplifier, because the power, when it goes in, see this is a power surge. This here was over excursion, and people say it's lies. It can't be over excursion, it's alignment. Now, I have explained this before. Alignment, you cannot pick up alignment issues out of the blue. The way you pick up alignment issues is due to over excursion. So what ends up happening is, this here is, for instance, the top of your center pole, where this fits through. This fits inside, and inside here is the center pole. If this comes all the way out of the center pole, then it means that the coil has left the magnetic field. And because there's pressure within the box already, it might move the coil slightly, even if it's just a half a millimeter. That's a half millimeter outside of its original alignment. When it goes back in, it's now out of alignment. Because this is aluminium, once it touches onto because it's now out of alignment slightly, once it touches the plate on the side, it arcs, it causes this burn. And if that be the case, there's an issue, because why? When you arc, that sends a surge through the speaker. Now you're lucky if it arcs and it burns at the neck. If you're not lucky, it arcs and it can send that surge all the way through back to the amplifier, and then the amplifier picks up that surge, and then there's an issue. Levy, I'm in Boksburg North in the East End. Like I said, 2 of these have already been recoiled. This is one of them. You want to watch the process, it's on my lives. I try to put into my headings the speakers that's on the live. So like for instance, tonight when I load it up onto my Facebook, sorry, not Facebook, my YouTube channel, the link is in the bio. When I load up tonight's live onto YouTube, you'll see I'll label it as 12-inch power bass, stripping 12-inch power bass, and recoiling power bass comp 15. Then you can go and have a look at that, then you'll know exactly which one it is. It's all labeled like that, so that if indeed the customer comes with complaints, yeah, he never did a good job or whatever, I can say, go to YouTube, go see what your woofer looked like when he brought it in, and what it looked like before I gave it to you. Because the stripping process gets done on the live. It's done live. I don't do videos because people say you can edit the video. There's a live done here. Jonathan, didn't forget about your design. I'm busy going through things, going through designs to see which one will be, because you asked for something specific, and for the type of speaker you've got, there is 2 designs, but one I know has yielded some issues, and the other one is more for higher ups, like raves and stuff like that. What you asked for, what you want, is something that has a little bit of a broader band, like say from the 25s up to the 60s, that kind of thing. So it's not just a simple thing of yeah, take this. No, the surrounds haven't come in yet. I'm waiting for the issues in the world to settle down slightly, so that the price of things isn't that expensive. Because currently the delivery cost has gone up by 15%, and that now, it doesn't cut into profits, it removes the profit and cuts into my own pocket. So even if you give me the money for the speaker surround, this is what the surrounds will look like, by the way. It's the ribbed ones. I can't afford it. I can't afford the cost to bring it in, which is where my issue is. Hey bruh, if only that straight wasn't so straight. Baby, yes, they perform exactly the same. Here's the thing. This looks exactly like the one that it was before. This is black. You see the size of this wire? I'm gonna take this size wire and replace this burnt coil with the same size wire. These 15s will be going for $8.50 each. Guys, on the 15s, and I've got two Venom 15s as well, also $8.50 each. The things with these here is the customer speakers. They are not doing payment. They were supposed to do payment end of last month. They refused to do payment. Had a conversation with the dude that's dealing with them. He said that they look at his setup that he fucked up, and now they don't want to do payment because why? How can they pay for a repair that don't last? But they have not, the repairs done, they've not had it in their vehicles, they've never tested it. It's new customers, and they made the assumption from the idiot who burned these speakers again for the third time now. Same speakers, he burned it for the third time. This one here, same thing, same speaker, third time I'm fixing it now. But also it's just the one, same one I'm fixing now again. So I cannot be held responsible for for how you play your system. Because like I said, again, you guys will come and tell me, and I tell it to you guys straight up. Me and you, human beings, we can lie. I'm gonna lie to cover my ass, you're gonna lie to cover your ass. But the coil don't lie. The coil tell you, my friend, burnt like this, right? But the other one, it didn't even change the color on the coil. So for me, that message that came through and said check the cause on the one magnet compared to the other one, nah, Dion, no, you're not rough, my friend. You're not rough. And just so we are all clear on how things work and how things are done and all that, I will be doing 2 recoils now on the other 2 of these because they also still need to be done. So let me get you guys into position, then you can witness the coiling process. I know a lot of you probably have not seen the coiling process before. If you are new to the page, welcome. This is M.A.D Coil Customs. I'm your M.A.D scientist, Mr. Farid. And on our agenda today, we are here to put some, as you can see what this looks like. See, I like to show all of these things here so that people can understand what the woofers look like when it's done. And even me, I like to appreciate the work after it's done, you know, because that for me is where, that for me is the reward. It's taking this broken, dead thing and turning it into a gem. That needs to go inside. This way. Alright, so now we just need to filter process this thing out. How long can coils last? They last as long as you want, bruh. They last as long as you want. Because you, at the end of the day, as the customer, as the user, you are the reason why they break in the first place. Now what I don't understand is that how you can go to a shop, buy the speaker, they tell you that there is zero guarantee on speakers. Any sound shop you walk into, they tell you there's zero guarantees on sound or on speakers. But guys want guarantees from me. As if now, after they've done the recoil, all of a sudden the speaker becomes indestructible. No, the magnet is fine. This is aluminium. The wire comes off and then it gets mangled up. That's what causes it to fold over. This is what I'm talking about, over excursion. It leaves the center pole, and when it goes back inside, it folds up your former like this here. That's how you know that there was over excursion done on the speaker. It's because the former gets completely mangled up like this. That's what I'm saying. Me and you as human beings, we can lie, but the coil you can't lie. This is why they don't give you refunds, Naughty, on speakers, is because once you leave the shop, they don't know what you're doing with it. They don't know if you turned it up or not. If your battery maybe had a slight dip in it and then the voltage went dear mekaar, and then now all of a sudden you hit clip signal. You write to Clip City and visit it just for a moment. So they don't give you guarantees on that. Once the speaker breaks, they tell you straight, bro. We weren't there when you were having a party. So we don't know how you return the volume up. Did you turn it up? Nothing. They tell you that straight. So there's never ever been refunds on speakers. They maybe give you a discount on the repair part, or on the kit if you're buying kits from them, but outside of that, bruh, they never give you a discount on the speaker. But Owens come and ask me for refunds on the repairs and stuff like that. I wasn't there when you were doing it, and you're fighting with me now and saying, yeah, but it only lasts for 2 minutes and it break. Hey, my guy, I wasn't there for that 2 minutes. People have been knocked out in a boxing match faster than 2 minutes. So I don't know why all of a sudden now you guys are thinking I'm a miracle worker. And a lot of the ones go and hype my work up so much so that people think I'm from Wakanda or something. I put the vibranium in the coil. No, I don't put vibranium. It's fucking normal bloody well copper, bruh. It's normal copper, it's not vibranium. Right. Now as you can see, maybe this way. Now you can see this part here is torn off completely. It's gone. But now you can see at least it's a little bit more straight. It's not broken. That's very important to do, because if you coil on, when you're doing the coiling and you coil on the parts that's bent, then the wire is going to go up like a speed bump, and then once you take it out and you put it in, that speed bump is going to be out. It won't fit inside back into the coil where it's supposed, the way it's supposed to fit. So that gap between the center pole and the top plate where the coil is supposed to sit in, the wire is going to get stuck on the outside of it, so then it won't fit. So it's important to get this as flat as possible. Secondly, you have to take off all of the old glue, because if you're putting wire on and you're putting glue on, when the wire goes to lay, if you're not exactly on the spot where the wire was before, it's going to also cause a slight bubble, and then that's also another big issue. So take off all the old glue so the new glue can sit lekker fast. Striker 12, never heard of it. Look man, my view on subwoofers is exactly the same for every single one, regardless of the brand, size, anything. My view is exactly the same. All of them are brilliant. We as the users, we are the problem. We are the ones that see the nyash on the road and then, where? Turn the bass up. This is a powerbass 15-inch XL15. Don't laugh, AB. You know what I'm saying is true. How can you prevent this from happening? To prevent your woofers from breaking, number one, you need to get somebody that knows how to tune an amplifier correctly so that all of the gains are matched equally and correctly. Don't listen to those people that come online and tell you, no, you see, with this amplifier, you open up the gain so here by quarter, you don't touch this one, you don't touch this one, you open up this one here by half. No, don't listen to that people, because that people are doing things with just experience. They're not doing it out of knowledge. And by experience, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's a good thing. It's just that they've done that specific way of installing it for so many years, they think that it's the right way to do it. It's not. Because if a company, like any brand you wanna choose, went through R&D processes and things to find out how to build this amplifier and made a low pass filter, a subsonic filter, a bass boost filter, a gain filter. If they went through the process of R&Ding all of these features onto an amplifier, it means that all of these features on the amplifier needs to be tuned so that you can get the best out of the amplifier. I don't do Pioneer Champion series anymore. The vintage ones, yes, vintage Pioneer I can still do. Is that the 8 ohm one or the 4 ohm one, Mr. Bertie? That's the first thing. Your amplifier settings needs to be sorted out. Secondly, you need to make sure that the cabling you're using is 100% copper. Do not go for this funny names. It needs to be 100% copper, because if I'm not mistaken, I think it's OFC. It's OFC, the 100% copper. I don't know, man. There's damn terminologies. Just make sure it's 100% copper, first of all. Secondly, don't go and buy now, if you've got an amplifier that can take a 4-gauge wire, don't go and take maximally. The reason I don't do it is the dust covers, man. If you don't mind me fucking up the dust cover, it's fine, bring it, I'll do it, because I have to open that thing to get the alignment right. And then when you put it back, it looks cuck. So if you don't mind it looking like shit, or you're gonna have to spray the whole dust cap, it's fine. Send me a message on my WhatsApp. My number's on my bio. Secondly, your cabling. Don't go and buy, if your amplifier can take 4-gauge, don't go and buy 0-gauge and then cut pieces off the 0-gauge so that it can fit into the 4-gauge. Buy 4-gauge. Cut the damn thing and put the entire 4-gauge into the thing. Because if you're buying 4-gauge, if you're buying 0-gauge and you're trying to cut pieces off in it, that also causes shit on your amplifier, on your setup. And that can cause surges on the amplifier, which is not safe, and that will cause cuck on your subwoofer. Then make sure your battery is lacquer. Have it tested regularly. Also have an external charger, and I think once like twice a month, put an external charger on your battery. leave it there for a few hours so that hopefully it regains some of the amperage, because you're pulling amperage from your subwoofer, not your, I'm sorry, you're pulling amperage from your battery, not voltage. The voltage does drop, but the amperage is the thing that's leaving the battery. Yeah, zero gauge. I don't do house stuff, That's the ones what putting sound, car sound in the houses and stuff. See, I'll give advice on cars because I know with the cars, it's 12 volts and clear. With the house, my bro, the voltage that's going in there. Yeah, you can die. So after your cabling, make sure your cabling is 100%. Check your battery. Make sure your battery life is always good. Get it tested regularly. Then alternator. Also make sure that your alternator is 100%. Get that tested. I think at least because you're doing sound, once a year, remove the alternator. Have it sent in. Let them check the bushers. Have them check the regulator. Replace the regulator at least once a year. When you do your annual car service, when you do a major service on your car, add the alternator regulator in there and then do that. That way, you constantly have that. Then comes one of the most important factors in your entire system that always gets overlooked. Not almost always gets overlooked. Is your sound, the music that you listen to, and the quality of that. Because a lot of Owens are still out here driving around with very low quality music, and because they're driving around with low quality music, you tend to turn your volume higher and you tend to turn your gains higher, and then you meet me that listens to 320 kilobytes when I'm trying to demo for people. I only have 320 kilobytes and higher. I even have a couple of FLAC songs that's 11,000 kilobytes. So you must understand where your 192 on your YouTube and your streaming platforms are. Your streaming platforms plays music at 192. How's it switch? I'm in Boksburg North in the East Rand. That is a very big factor as well, because you will notice the difference between the two. If you play a 300, go look for a 320 kilobyte song, and then go to your normal streaming platforms, play a song from there, try to find the exact same song, but a 320 kilobyte version of it, and then leave the volumes and everything the same, and then play the 320 kilobytes after you play the 192, and you'll hear the difference. I don't know if I think I've got it in the car. I'll do a video of it for you guys tomorrow, and then I'll upload the video on make a short video, just a 1 minute or 1 minute video or so, and then I'll let you guys watch my videos tomorrow, my channel tomorrow. I do no, your musical platforms that you guys listen to, YouTube, Spotify, I don't know what else, because there's so many of them these days. Always are listening to a whole bunch of different stuff. So when you're listening to music from there, it's only 192 kilobytes. The quality of the music is 192. But if you listen to a 320 kilobytes, completely different. It's like listening to a normal song and a rebase song. It's just higher. The quality is higher. And then you listen to a FLAC, it's even higher. FLAC is basically what they listen to when they're sitting inside of the booth at the studio. So you get every instrument is being played raw. And if your system isn't 100% set for that, your stuff is set too high, you're burning stuff. Fernando 8-inch is 550. Alright, let us mix up the Chappies and Babalu. Chappies and Babalu glue. Where's the other one? Yes, that should be enough for at least one of them. That'll go down and up, down and up. I'm in Boksburg North in the East Rand. So this is an XL15 inch power base. I'm gonna recoil it now so you guys can see what it looks like. So just to give you an indication of what I did now, I cleaned off all of the old glue, as you can see. Basically that prepares it now for the new glue that's gonna go on, and then I will recoil this. Like I said, this one here, and then there is another one that I've got a recoil as well. So I've got 4 of these ones here that's gonna be for sale on the 1st of next month if payment isn't made by the 30th of this month. Because people think I'm working here for charity. My daughter's wings are broken. My daughter's fairy wings are broken. And she's the one that made sure I'm here every single day doing this. And what was her words to me? Daddy, you need to finish the uncle speakers because he wants it. So Daddy was here busy with the uncle speakers. And what happened to the uncle? The uncle said, no. How I can pay for work like that? So if uncle don't want to pay for the work, no problem, uncle. Keep your money. I will sell the shit. Go buy new speakers, it's fine. I don't mind. But I'm not working for free anymore. If you break the speaker, it's not my fault, it's broken. I wasn't involved there. The same way how nobody goes back to Auto Style and says, hey man, I just broke the speaker. I bought it here yesterday and the speaker's broken. It didn't even last 2 minutes in my car. Auto Style is going to tell you to fuck off. But by me, you want to come and give me grief here. I'm getting too old for this shit, bruh. Boksburg North in the East Rand. Okay. And then I've got 4 12s that he also burnt, but only one of the coils burnt, and it burnt on the top of the neck. Now that for me is clipping. When it burns on the neck of the coil and the spike and the tensile wire, that's clipping. But dude is like, no, my sound can't be clipping because the clip light never go on. Ah, you're going after clip lights. Who's to say the clip light's not working? You guys never put that into question. Yeah, we're fine now, bro. We're skilling now. We're gonna show the skills now. The skills is happening. Is happening. Need to prepare. We need to prepare. So we do the thing properly. I'll read messages and answer according after this, boss. To get this guy right here.
down. Yay. Yay. That might cause a problem, but we'll see. Okay. And the first coil is done. Let's end this wiki off here. Okay, I'll show you guys the coil now. There you have it. That's it done. So that's first one done. And we go into the second one. Standard 4 layers, yes. You can go 8 layer, but then the gap between the center pole and the top plate needs to be bigger. Hey, under tech, you can see I'm busy working here. I'm not playing here. Busy fixing broken speakers. It's because you're playing all of that songs. That's why it's breaking. Yes, you can put hybrids. You can put a hybrid coil. You can put any coil. Again, the same story again. No stress, bruh. I'm just meaning we're busy with the coiling here. We're not playing music or anything. We're busy fixing. You can put any speaker coil into any subwoofer. You can play any frequency from any speaker. The big thing is how loud you want to play it and for how long you want to play it. These speakers are built to play loud. It's built to play a specific frequency, but it's not built to play certain frequencies loud. Even though you get, like I said, a lot of times when you say, no, this sub here can't play 20 hertz, but then you'll see Owens got taxis that got 4 of the subs and they playing 20 hertz all the time. That guy's the exception to the rule. So don't look at the exceptions and think, well, the exception to the rule is that guy is playing, so why I can't play? You need to have every single thing, I mean down to the last strand of wire, the same as that guy. And then you're not with him all the time. You maybe drove past, you were there for a demo for half an hour, you were there and you left. You don't know after you left, 10 minutes later he turned it down and said, wait, the subs are hot, give it at least an hour or so, we're gonna do demos again later. So all of those things play a part. And if you're not aware of it and you think you're just gonna take that and go, well, then that's where the issue is. You're going to fall short very badly. Not chemistry, physics. This is the physics part. The chemistry, I think, comes once you put it into the car. No. I have to have a conversation with my brother tomorrow first before I carry on with his woofer. The issue is I'm definitely going to have to buy a gauge meter so that I can test the woofers when they come in here. If only the people can pay you, eh? Because that's what these big orders that I took, that's what I made allocations for these type of things to be bought. But now, alas, they done screwed me over. They're done gone and done it. They done put your boy into a little bit of a pickle. Yes, I'm in a pickle right now. But don't worry. As long as it's a fat pickle, ne? Ons worry nie. Solank jy 'n vet pickle is, is hy nga. Here we go, my guy. Here we go, my guy, bro. Go. And there is it right there. Ta-da! Coil is done. All completed. That's the glue that I put on. Now that glue handles temperature, high temperatures. It's a high temperature glue, which is what I use for all of my coils, whether it is a street coil or a comp coil, it doesn't matter. That's the same glue that I use for all of it. I use the same glue for all of my repairs. So that is why I say it is difficult for me to understand how a specific number of customers will come in, get their woofers done, and I'll have no issues with, say, out of 50 customers that come in here, I'll have an issue with 4 or 5 out of 50 that constantly complains, no bruh, this thing is not working, I don't know what, I put it in my car and my sound was not loud and my volume was slow, and boss, I don't know what to tell you, because the coil is saying something else. For instance, that speaker there, this one here, this speaker here, would you guys be convinced if here's the thing, would you believe, see, when I say it can't be, right? You couldn't have played it for a little bit of time and then it broke. You say you played it for a little bit of time and it broke. It broke. Are you guys believing the story that the customer said that he didn't even play this at half volume on his amplifier? Look what the coil looks like. And he played it for about an hour. Are you telling me this was half volume at an hour? For an hour, this is what half volume for an hour looks like. That's why I say we will all say, and you know what, here's the beauty of it, nah? He could be 100% correct. They could be 100% correct and say that, well, it was an hour that he played it at half volume. Panther, depends on the coil, what size subwoofers it is and what woofers, because I don't do all types of woofers. Some of the woofers use a different former, and the glue process that I do, I have to bake it. So some of the woofers come with a former that I can't bake the wire, and that becomes an issue, because once you play it, if I give it back to you without baking it, once you start playing it and the glue gets hot, the coil will fall off and then it's a problem. 12-inch Tiger Venom is 650 to recoil. He could have been playing this for an hour at half volume, but something else in the system went wrong and it killed the subwoofer. But like I say, somebody earlier mentioned that we need to test the strength of the magnet on the one woofer, because if one woofer is continuously dying and the other one isn't, and I mean there is absolutely nothing wrong with that one, then the fault lies with this specific one. And why is this specific one the only one that keeps burning? The only thing outside of the entire system that I have not even considered was the strength of the magnet. Because the strength of the magnet is different, either it is weaker, or which then makes it which then makes it not able to handle the power from the amplifier, thus causing this, or
it is stronger and it's pulling more power from the amplifier, thus causing this. But if it's pulling more power from the amplifier, then why is the other one affected? So the only other thing is it could be slightly lesser in strength, that when the amplifier is pushing out that specific amount of power, this one is burning because the strength of the speaker then goes less because the strength of the magnet is not the same. The steady, don't do the Pioneer 12-inch, the champions, eh? Especially not those anniversaries. So I don't know what the issue there is, what the issue here is. And then he took out these two 12s and then took the monsters, put a pair of monsters in. The one played for about half an hour and then they died. The other one played for 30 seconds and then they died. When I've tested the monsters, each monster, one side of the coil is gone. So it's a DVC, but one side is working, the other side is not working. On all four of them. Just one side of the one coil is working on each and every single one of the monsters. So there's definitely something up with that old system. There's definitely something up with this system. You cannot look at the repairs and 6 repairs break, all of them break. It has to be the amplifier. It has to be the amplifier. He's got a what's this? Powerbass Lab 5500. Targa streets are fine, boss. they good bang for good budget woofers, bang for buck. I think because he says all of his settings are all closed, he only has the gain up. But now the thing is, how far up does the gain, did he put the gain up? And now I'm going to have to trust your word that none of the other settings was open. And not familiar with the rage subs, eh? And another thing is, if you come here and you tell me, can you set my amp and stuff, I don't touch that because I'm not an installer. I don't want to touch your amplifier. Then you leave from here and then you go and peter your own things and then you come back to a week and say, yeah, but you set the amp. How much guarantee from coiling subs? About this, I give you the same guarantee for my recoils as you get from the shops when you buy the subs. Yeah, but this here is completely black. This is what the former looked like from this woofers. This woofer. This is the old former that was on the subwoofer. That's what it looks like. I took this off this woofer and I put the new one in. The worst that can happen, your car burns out. That's the worst that can happen, your car burns out. Remember, when this thing takes fire, when it sparks, it flames. If this thing flames high enough, this is a flammable material because it's paper based. How's it, Sharan? This is paper based, so it's flammable. So once this takes fire, this starts burning, and then it gets to this flames up. Once it flames here, where's this into? Where's this mounted inside? It's mounted inside a piece of wood. And what is wood? Wood is just as flammable as all of the materials here. And if that starts flaming, there you go, there goes your car. I don't ever recommend anything. This is my view on recoiling and buying new. It's your money. You decide whether you want to spend money on buying. These woofers cost $3,500 each. If you want to go buy a brand new woofer, no problem, go buy brand new subs. But if you don't have 7,000 rand to spend on a set of woofers, you send them in here. It's 750 for the woofers to be recoiled. So it's 1.5 for the recoil, and like I said, you take the burnt wire off, you replace it with the same size wire. Same size wire that's on here. This is the new wire. The new wire gets winded on here. That's what it looks like when I finish winding it. So once I've coiled it, it gets baked. All of the glue gets baked, softened, gets hardened into that. And once that's done, you sort it. I'm in Boksburg North in the East Rand. How's it here, BD? Yeah, it's my full-time work. Yeah, see, Sharon knows about the pioneers. It's an issue for me. Yeah, I don't like that speakers. I've had a set here that I've been recoiling since December. And for some reason that sub just is not, they just don't fucking come right. I started despising that shit. Audio pipes are good, man. They entry level stuff, the ones we get in the country. We don't get their high end stuff, but the ones that are here, how's it, Chadwin? You can WhatsApp me. My WhatsApp number's on my bio. Mr. Nice Guy, the Beast, Ice Powers. I don't know what size the coils are, bruh. If you said Beast 12s are you said 12s. No, you didn't even say what size. I think they're 12s, the Beasts. 12s will be 850. I don't know what size. If it is the 3-inch coil ones, because of the height of the coil, I know they got quite long coils. Yeah, it's 850 for those ones. And then if it is a bigger coil, yeah, look, the man, don't see, you guys speak with, if you want to talk RMS, you must talk RMS by the shop. Here by me, we don't talk power ratings. Yes, size of the subwoofer and the size of the coil, because some of the 12 inches comes with 4-inch coils. Lumina is one of the Cape Town stuff as well. I haven't seen them in Joburg with anyone. I haven't seen anybody in Joburg running Lumina subs, or heard of anybody in Joburg running Lumina. Joburg, boss, it's mainly RA, Targa, Star Sound, powerbass, and DD. That's basically the ones running the market in Joburg. What was the other one? Energy, I think, like Energy Audio, Lumina, Black Spider. No, Black Spider is also yeah, Joburg. What's the other one? Oh, how can I forget XTC? That's our bread and butter, that one. XTC, Ice Power. No, but I mean, like, these are the normal brands that we have been accustomed to in South Africa. The new stuff is the Lumina, the Energy Audio. The most expensive subs I've ever fixed was Sundowns. I don't even know which one it is. What's the NS3, I think, 12s. There you go, the XV312s. Most brand that I've the brand that I fixed the most is Targas, there was a point in time where the gray cones was like the most common woofer that came in. But then Taga said, bet, I see you, and I raise you Venom and Python. And then occasionally I'll drop in a couple of 15s as well. And then XTC said, oh, so you want to go big? No problem. We can go big. And then XTC dropped in a 18. And then Taga came and said, well, we also got 18s. And then XTC said, oh, so you want to play, you want to play that game? No problem. Here's my 24. And then everyone was like, yeah, okay, fine, you win, man. Black Spiders are not bad, eh? Their build quality is quite decent. What's the other one, man? That also, I only saw a few of them, but gee whiz, I'm so impressed with that woofer. But you don't see a hybrid. Hybrid, it looks like a DD woofer. It looks like a DD woofer, but it's not DD. Oh yeah, Bassmaster is another new one that's also out. Boyson, what size and what size is it? Yes, you can repair. American Bass not famous in South Africa. I do know a couple of stuff about American Bass and Ground Zero. But yeah, those comments I'll keep to myself. It's 650 per sub, Poison. B3, not B3, man, B2. Siabonga, B3, no man, not B3, it's B2. T3, not B3. T3 is another brand. Yeah, Powerbass. No, we don't do ska. I don't think anybody in the country has ska. Yeah, it's B2. B2, I fixed a few 15s also. Sometime back in the day. The controversy with those woofers was also massive. The guy came, did the repair, told me he got pulled over by the police and he had to bribe them, so that's why I don't have the full money. Dude took the woofers, put it in a car and it's gone until now. No, Sky's not Russian, Sky is American. I'm in Boksburg North in the East Rand. SPL Dynamics. How I wish. How I wish I had that. The most valuable thing that I've got laying in the house right now is the 815 DD and the Pioneer SPL 5000. But nostalgic wise, it has to be the Pioneer VCC. Yeah, okay, maybe the triple X12s also. Russian brand that plays violently, that's Pride. Yeah, Earthquakes, I got 2. Hey, I must still finish the Earthquakes. Oh shit, I forgot. Hey, thanks for telling me about Earthquakes, man. Damn, I need to fix this, finish this. Ah shit, I clean forgot about the Earthquakes. Okay, so that's the job for tomorrow. We need to finish the Earthquakes. Bassmaster monoblocks, man. For the RMS, for the RMS and the ratings that the RMS is, they're cheaper than a lot of other brands that's out there. I can tell you that much for sure. Hey man, I don't do joint stuff, man. Sharp, my guy. The best subs for under seat. There you're gonna have to go high quality, boss. You can't do cheap shit there. So your best bet there would be Infinity. Has a decent under seat woofer. Infinity. Kicker's got a very good set also. DD's got a very nice under seat subwoofer, flat woofer for under the seat. RA, if I'm not mistaken, also does one now. And RA's the most of the woofers from RA is based off of well, quality wise, not based off, sorry, let me use the correct English. JBL, yes, JBL as well. Hertz as well, if I'm not no, it's not. Yes, it was Hertz. Sound Vega doesn't. There's so little Sound Vega in the country. There is an Alpine one, but hey, bruh, the price on that thing is more expensive. Yeah, the price on those bass masters are very cheap, man. Hey, the ice powers. Look, all that Brazilian style ones, hell of a strong, eh? Calibra 12s, Ishman. I'ma tell you now for free, if you bought that Calibra recently, just buy another woofer. It's not worth the repair. Yeah, I don't know all those liters and things like that there, bruh. Me, I'm old school. Whew, I wish, M.A.D, if I had, I would never sell it to you. If I had, it would have been here in the back here. Ryan, yeah, those will be, that's perfect, eh? The power bases are perfect. How's it, Austin? The JBL bass tube, B2 versus Star Sounds, versus Sundowns. That's all application dependent, bruh. Any woofers, even all our local brand stuff, it's all application dependent. Like for argument's sake, let's let's play this game, right? On all the Targa boxes, when you buy a Targa subwoofer, it says there, loudest brand in the world, right? And you buy that because you saw that Rubes did 180, 183, and you're like, yeah. But the sub you buying is not that sub that he did that number with. First of all. Secondly, your car needs to be built the same way his car is built. You need the same car he got also. And then you need all the knowledge of how the car is built to even compete. And then you need a bank that he's got to be able to get that numbers. So it doesn't matter what. And then again, if you look at the guys who are saying what's the best woofer, what's the best one, and I said this and I'll say it again, the best according to what metric? What are you measuring the best is? Because if you're putting it into competitions, then in the competitions also, under what metric are you doing the competitions? Because competition wise, each format has different rules. So in one format, you'll be in a specific class. If you go to another format, they might change you from a small class to a bigger class. You go to a different format, you get from a big class to a smaller class, because why? They'll tell you, look man, all you have to do is do this and that, and then you can go into the smaller class. But if you leave this like that, you'll stay in the bigger class, and we have to put you up in another class, and then there you got like no chance. So under what metric do you then regard and say, well, which woofer is the best? And then if you're talking about musically, then if you're talking music, well, then again, what metric are we talking about? Because musically, I listen to like headbanger metal, right? Headbanging metal, the one where the guys with the long hair and they're screaming and you don't know what the fuck they're saying. Yeah, that. I listen to rave and I listen to deep house. Basically, a lot of instrumental stuff. The only music I listen to that has words in it, you don't understand what they're saying because they're screaming. No, Limp Bizkit that's soft, man. I'm talking about Blair. If you don't know who Blair is, then you don't understand what music I'm talking about. So hold on, give me a moment. Again, subwoofers, what's better is application dependent. System of a Down, yeah, now you're starting to get into the realm of it, but it's not there yet. But that, yes, I would listen. I listen to them. I got a folder with them. But I'm saying, like, the type of music that I would listen to is that style of music, and rave and deep house stuff. So there's a lot of instrumental things. Slipknot, Korn, so yeah, Slipknot, yes. Korn, questionable. One of the most common. Does it make a difference in the sound? Yeah, if it's loose, it'll make a difference. The 3 Venoms, I need to build them. This one here is a standard Venom with a standard magnet. You'll see the size of the magnet. It's a 10-inch. This one is a 10-inch also, but it has a bigger magnet. I've got 2 of these magnets. I'm going to take this magnet off and put that magnet on, so I'll have 2 of them. And I've got 2 Targa Comp 10s as well that I need to do. Yeah, you know, not coming with the spec sheets is a bit of a problem. We've been complaining about it since forever, bruh. Alright, just to give you an this is just you understand? No, just that small piece, it's fine. I know my limits on time. That was Caliban, paralyzed. But I'm saying, if you listen to that, that's basically what, like on my daily drive around, that's what I'm listening to. Or I'm listening to like Armin van Buuren, Marcus Schulz, Nifra, Laura Van Dam. Those are the artists generally on the rave side. No. The comp woofers that I'm basically busy fixing up are my 2 10-inch Targa comps, and then I gotta build up the 2 Venom with the bigger magnets and go from 2-inch to 3-inch coils. So basically left 4 10-inch woofers with 3-inch coils, 2 Targa comps, 2 Venom comps, if you want to call it. Then I've got, no, that's it. Then I've got Targa comp 12-inch, but I've only got 1. No, in terms of comp woofers, not really, eh? The RMS rating on the Purple Rains, I think it's 600 RMS. Yes, you can convert 4D to 2D. Whatever size you want, bruh. As long as there's enough meat. See this here?
there needs to be enough meat on this entire length here. If there isn't enough meat this way, then the gap between the two, the gap between the center pole and the top plate, that needs to be bigger. Then you can go any homage. Yes, Vex, I've got street woofers. The 12s, street woofer 12s is XTC, what's it? Rebels. I've got 1, 2, 3, I think 4 XTC Rebels, 2 Targa Venom 12s, and 1 Targa Com 12. That's basically the smaller 12-inch woofers that I got, and then there's 4 of these powerbass xl15s. That, like I said, by the 1st of the month, if in the car at the moment is the 18. Bigger. See, magnet thing is not its strength of it's the strength of the magnet. The bigger thing is that you can put more you can magnetize, you can put more magnetization in it, right? There is videos up on my page, you can check. The cone and the power base, the coils. Yeah, the coils are done. Here's the other one, I'm busy. This is the third one that's done. I've got number 4 there that I still need to do. I'll finish it on tomorrow. Just my mom's been not so lekker, man, for the last couple of weeks. After her episode, she had seizures. So she was in hospital for a couple of days, and since she's been out, she's not been lekker. So now busy with her. It's killing my back, man. To the cooking in the bloody well kitchen, and then the running around with baby and sitting with mom the whole time. It's fucking up my back. So it's a bit difficult to come and sit here and do lives and things and do the coiling and it, because I kind of need my back when I'm doing this. You guys seen what it looks like when I'm doing the coiling, and then the stripping, same procedure. Yes. Power base Assassin 15 is 950. The recording is 950. Yeah, white car, I'm waiting for parts. I'm waiting for parts on the white car. But like I said, I've been duped with the fuckers that's never fucking pay me. So now, at the end of this month, yeah, it's still leaking oil. It's not leaking, pissing oil, basically. So, on the 1st of May, boss, all of these woofers, I'm gonna line them up. I'll make a video and I'll put for sale there. But like I said, on the 15th, I wanna make a WhatsApp message and send it to all the menses that owe me the cash for the things, and tell them they got 15 days to do payment. If they don't do payment within 15 days, on day 16, the subs are going for sale. On the 1st of May, the video shall be up on my page. If you see the video up on my page, you must know. Here's the thing, guys. My phone number is linked to my bank. Okay, so
If you got Capitec, you can use my phone number to do payment. Okay? If you pay for the woofers and somebody else already paid for the woofers, I'll just send you your money back. I'm here all the time on my lives. I can't run nowhere. You'll know what my address is. It's everywhere on my videos, all over. It's gonna take too much time to go and delete everything and all that. I'm not fucking running away with nobody's money. But the first one who put the money in the account first, he's the owner of the woofers. If it's the actual owner or if it's the new owner, whoever puts the money in my account on the 1st of May, you guys can't be putting money in my account now. I'm gonna use it. On the 1st of May, then the owners of the woofers is basically telling me, fuck off. I don't want, it's fine, sell it. On the 1st of May, you put money in my account. And then when you put the money in my, like I said, we let the video go live. When the video goes live, whoever puts the money in my, and I'm gonna say it on the video when I do it. Whoever pays first, that's his woofers. It's the second month, 2 months the woofers is laying here. Work is done, boss. And now work has come. What's it? Basically, money's come out of my pocket now. Because it wasn't straightforward work. It was extra work that was done. And then Brad had brought the speakers in. He also ran away with, and he's like, nah, I don't know now if I must take a drive to Foslo first and then I come back this side before I go home, or what I must do. So I said, no, I'm at home the whole time. I'm in Boksburg North BM. Price is according to size of the woofer. You can WhatsApp me, I'll give you all the whole rundown. So Brad's like, nah. So I'm like, and alternatively, you can always just send it to the bank, brah. He's like, nah, I'm getting cash. So man goes, he leaves the house with the woofers and everything, and he's gone. Then he phones me and sends me messages. Boss, see, the speakers is blown again. How you can do the job like this? And these guys are saying the work is so bad, how they can pay for repairs like that, because now see, it's burnt here, maybe the glue you're using is not right. And hey boss, you know what, I'm using the same glue, the same process. I've even got a timer now. My watch is right up here. I'm looking at the time while the speakers are busy baking here. And once the speakers are finished, when I see the time, because while I'm talking to you guys, I'm watching the time. When the time is done, I switch off, remove all of the hooter keys, and done every single thing I've done to time now, because I'm working on a time-based system. I'm no more winging anything now. There's a process, and I do the process with every single speaker. But how is it only your speakers is burning? Something's up by you then. And he doesn't want to take that responsibility. And now all of a sudden he's quiet about he must pay me for the other speakers. All of a sudden, when I was testing the speakers here, everything was fine. Now he got the speakers there by him. He's telling me it's making noises. So I'm like, alright, fine. It's making noises. I don't know why it's making noises now there by him. But when it was here, when I was doing testing on those Python 12s, there was no noises. All of a sudden, the man rocks up here. Now there's noises. That's why I do lives, my guys. That is why I do lives. Is so that when you see me do the testing here, it's on video. Then I take this video and I put it onto YouTube. And when I put onto YouTube, I got no issues. Why? Because when it goes onto YouTube, it will live forever. When you come with your stories and say, but it's like this, like that, I don't want to hear. Let's go to YouTube. I tell you, you know what? Don't don't, before you complain by me, before you badmouth me, first go to YouTube. Go look for your speakers because it's written there. Two 12-inch Pioneers. Testing. Testing two 12-inch Pioneer. Two Pythons, two Targa Python 12 inches. Testing. Recoiling. Stripping. I write all that down. Whatever I do here today, I write it in the heading. And if there's a lot done, I'll put it in the description. That way, anybody that wants to go to my channel on YouTube, they can go to my channel on YouTube, look specifically for their speakers. You find it there. You go into that video and you fast forward and you rewind and you pause and play, and you can do all of that things to see what your speaker looked like while it was here when I was testing it. There was no noises. Now how come when you get the speakers, all of a sudden there's noises? So now there's noises. Now he doesn't want to pay. It's making a funny noise when it's playing. Oh, okay, it's making a funny noise when it's playing, but it's playing. Yes, my bro. That's the thing. All of the processes is, yeah, I've done this. Like I say, wifey said, screw everybody, because everyone must got big mouths. Cover your bases. Make sure that because your bases are covered, your ass is covered also. When you finish, do the live, post it onto YouTube. That way, when TikTok decides to remove it, YouTube will never remove it because they make money off it. Yeah, bros. Yeah, and she does that. She's HR, management, accountant, charter, what. She's all of it. So that's the process I do here. You can go look on the videos there and see how. Now you're saying when it's playing, it's making noises, and I'm thinking to myself, like, how do you say I don't want to pay you? Because when I sent you the speakers, they were not playing at all. Now they're playing, but they're making a scratching noise. I got them to play. They're making a scratching noise. You know what? If you turn the volume high enough, you won't even hear the scratching. I'm not saying that it's a right thing to do. I'm just saying that that's most likely what he's busy doing now anyways. But because now it made a scratching noise, you don't want to pay for it. Okay, fine. Then let's cut ties right there, my friend. We don't need to do dealings with each other anymore, because clearly I am not a repair agent that you want in your life. And you are a customer that I don't need in my life. So rather we call it quits. You by your way, I stay here by me, and I stay doing what I'm doing. How's it, man? I'm in Boksburg North in the East End. I don't sell subwoofers. I only sell woofers that customers don't do payment for, and only when I get that scenarios. I try to not have those type of situations, because why? When you bring, this is why I say when you bring your speaker in for repairs, you do payment immediately. And don't come here with your half deposit. Don't you make a payment plan without my consent, because Owens roll up here and then they say, yeah, here's 50% deposit. I'm like, who agreed to 50% deposit? You can do the courier guy. Just do courier guy. They are basically the best, and once it reaches here in Boksburg, they know where I am, because I'm constantly getting woofers from them. I don't do, that's why I say when you bring your woofers in, you do payment one time, because I don't want to deal with the shit. Because once the speakers are done, it's done. Sharon, no, man. I don't have the finances at the moment to do all of that right now. This is the powerbass xl15s. That's it, Warren. No, I'm in Boxburg in Joburg, my guy. Recoil depends on the size of the woofer, boss. But that's how it is. The ones because when they phone me, they're like, hey man, I want to send my subwoofers there by you. Can you do it for me? Yeah, no problem. But here's my bank details also. So when you send your woofers, you must do payment also one time. How much is to recoil? 12 inch is 650, 15 inch is 850. If you want to go from D4 down to D2 or from D2 up to D4, add another $100. Oh, okay, and you must pay full payment one time. Ah, it's 215. Yeah, you must do full payment one time. Okay, sure, no problem. You want me to send you my bank details? Yeah, send it. Yeah, I already know you're not fucking doing no payment, but I send it anyways, because we never know. This is a powerbass XL15. Car speakers and man, I did a few what's this? I did do a few disco stuff, like for the school and that. It's a strong speaker. I mean, the composition of it is strong. It plays, but then you need to give it the proper power. You know, don't over like what they did here. They put too much power into this thing. You know, there's people from the putting sound in the room. Don't ask me for advice on the room stuff. Me, I'm a very bad influence when it comes to that. Your mother is going to come for me. Me, I'll make your whole neighborhood. Yeah, for me, boss, it's worth it. I enjoy what I do because, like I said, this is what it looked like. See, this is what it looked like when it came in for repairs. That's what it looked like when it came in for repairs. Then it kind of looked like this after I did the repair, right? See how nice the coil is, how nice and shiny and copper the copper is. And then I give it back to you. You take it, you go on your merry way, and then this is what you return. And you say, I only played for 1 hour at half volume. Yeah, this is 1 hour at half volume. I don't understand. 1 hour half volume. No, my friend. You must go tell your Takalani stories there by the Sesame Street. Maybe Cookie Monster is going to believe you, but me, I can't. The coil she say you lying. No, don't include all of us into the room sound thing. Please don't say we all started with room sound. Man, here's the thing. Do you think some big batteries would work? You're just starting. No, here's the thing. How about you take the money that you are going to spend on the big batteries and you put it away? The money you are going to spend on the sound, put it away. And then you take that money, put it into the bank, and just keep saving. And then buy a car, and then put a car sound into the car. If you want something in the house, go to the pawn shops, go and buy a hi-fi system there at a pawn shop. Don't go putting cars, because the thing is, there's so many things that can go wrong. And then you're going to phone me and ask me for advice, or you're going to go to the other sound guys and ask them for advice. Hey man, what power supply you using? Is this the right one? Must I get two? Must I get... Boss, man, no man. Just buy a car one time and put a car sound in the car. Away, Mr. Noe. Lekker, bro. That's nice. Just buy a home theater system, boss. It has its built-in power supply. It has everything, or even better, go buy that JVC boom boxes, that big ones with a 12-inch sub. Just buy 2 of them. Then you take your phone, you put a JVC thing on, you put your phone on, and then you wait and you wait and you wait, and it says the Bluetooth device she is connected. Once you hear that, you press play and you gone, bruh. No, I built my own ones, but I did it because no man, it's such a nightmare, because why so many things can go wrong. Remember something, boss. You busy with not, you're not busy with a 12-volt system. You're busy with a 220-volt system. Yeah, it only make number because you had it in the right box. And you make par. That's why. Exactly. 12 volts, 40 amp. Yeah. No, that's what you think. In order to connect the 12 volts to the 12 volts, 40 amps, you need to connect that to the house. And the house is not 12 volts. The house is 220 volts. And who knows how many amps. No, they don't call me Rido. I do not answer to nicknames. My name is Farid. That is what my mommy gave me. If you give me a nickname, I will give the nickname. And then you will call me on the nickname that I decided for myself. We're done with school. I don't conform to nicknames anymore. Yeah, but Sharan, hey, my bro, if you go see some of my earlier videos, some of my older videos where I tested the outlet on my coils to see how long they last, when I connect them to the house, I took extension cord, plugged into the wall, and I had the wires, and I put it onto the coil, and from the wall socket I press play to see how long my coil will take before it burns. 7 seconds. Pioneer Pro Series in the car. Box is, it's not a box is not like go buy a Pioneer radio or something. Yeah, but it was just the coil. It was like this, just like this here. I didn't have it in the woofer, nothing, just bare coil like this on the floor, wire connected here to it, and it took about 7 seconds. Okay, I'm counting the set. This is how I'm counting the 7 seconds, right? I put it on, it lasted for 2 seconds, and then the power tripped. And then I go and I switch the power back on the main circuit board. It tripped the main circuit board. Then I put the main circuit board on. It takes another 2 seconds and switch it off again. I did that about 3-4 times. And the 4th time when I put it on, it stayed on, and I thought, okay, here we go. And when I went outside, it was unsemoren. The coil was burnt, black. It was flaming. surround for Tiger Venoms, you're gonna have to get an old one or a used one, or you're gonna have to take bicycle tube and fix it on the inside. You're gonna have to take the woofer like this, take the bicycle tube like this, you put it down, you put the glue, and then you take it and you put it inside like this, and you glue him inside. You put a bicycle tube like this, you put the glue here, you put the glue here, inside here, you leave it a little bit, let it get nice, you put your finger there, when you touch it and it starts catching your finger, then you take this, you put it inside. That's the best way to do it. Unless you have somebody who's got a Venom and they're breaking and it's broken and they're throwing it away, yeah, then you can take it from them and then you can take the cone off and put it again. No, I've got 2 Venoms that I'm selling, but I'm selling the whole speaker. Yeah, no, look, that was an experiment I wanted to do because I just needed to see what the story was. Stop asking power supply things, man. I told you I don't do this power supply things. Me, I'm into the car sound. I don't do house sound. For house sound, we got the techniques and that's what we use. He got his own power supply. I put my cassette in there. I listened to Lionel Richie and the Commodores and the OJs. Bassmaster subs, I had one here. Oh shit, yeah, those guys never phoned me. Okay, look, if you don't phone me, I'm assuming everything is 100%. The Bassmaster that was here, they was banging. I tested it, banged lekker, and guys went. They never came back again. American bass, I had 2 American bass subs. And yeah, well, look, their composition is good. Like the cone is nice, the spider quality is good, the tensor wire they used is good quality, all of those things, all nice. So yeah, I'm 100% on board for that ones. Sundowns, I had 2 pairs of 12s that I've done. The XV3 12s. So those are quite nice, not an issue. But again, there's very few of them in the country. I think there's only 6 12s in the country. Sundowns, and then the 15s, I think there's about 4 or 5 of them in the country also. So that is, I don't know, you can't call it stupid money. It's like Lani money, that boss. I mean, the amount of woofers you can buy with one of that, buying one of that woofers and then bringing it in, you must know the import cost, duties, and customs and all the things there. After all of those things there, the amount you pay there, bro, you can buy a car. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's kind of ridiculous how much you're gonna end up paying once it arrives here to get the goods to your house. The cost of it, I don't know. Look, it'll make you look like a big boss. Definitely, you climb the social ladder in terms of the sound game, because everybody knows what the woofer is, and the what's the word now? What's the word I'm looking for? Not the heritage, the pedigree that woofer comes with. Everybody knows the pedigree of it because of how the videos we see of what the guys are doing in the States and all of that. Yeah, but So you can buy a car with what that's gonna cost you. But then again, like I said, the guys were saying, aren't you scared people will why are you showing everybody the work? I'm like, boss, you know what, I can show everybody how to do this thing. It's the easiest thing in the world, how to do all these things. But once you, and that's because when you open it up and you close it, it's all simple. But once you get one of those where it's a little bit on the tricky side, yeah, that's now when it tests you to say, hey, how am I gonna make this now? It's not the same. It's the same motor, yes, Michael. You're the one that was suggesting that it could be the magnet of the woofer. Why it keeps burning. Yeah. The first time I got it, this is what it looked like. I redid it. The second time I got it, this is what it looked like. I redid it. And now the third time I get it, this is what it looked like. So, and it's the same one. So I'm scheming. That's Yana Sharan. I'm also gonna be out now. Tagatrix. Yes, exactly the same one. Yeah, but this was suggesting that look, I've been through the whole setup, the amplifier, the wiring, but the thing that gets me is that it's just the one woofer. The other one is perfectly fine. There's absolutely nothing wrong with the coil, the tensor wire, nothing. And the box is the same height. So the distance from the one woofer to the other woofer, I mean from the woofers up to the ceiling is exactly the same. The measurement of the wiring of the woofers is exactly the same. So, and the power they're getting from the amplifier is exactly the same. So I don't exactly know why it's just the one that's like, it's not burning, it's frying completely. And well, if the magnet is of an inferior, then yes. Any coil wiring besides speakers? No, I don't do, because others are messaging me for coils for amplifiers and for transformers and stuff. I don't do all of that, guys, just speakers. The woofers are good, just don't give it too much power. Nah, EXO, nah, bruh. That dude's on a different level. And I'm not speaking about in the sound industry, I'm speaking in general. His thinking, his thought process, it's just something else. No, I don't do all those things, boss. You're talking too much voltage now. It's too high. I love life. Yeah, more than 1,000 is a bit too much power for these woofers. They're not that strong. That's the height of the coil. You understand? That's the height of that coil. That's another 3-inch. This says comp. This is also a comp. Right, both power bases, and look at the different sizes of the coils. This one here is about a 35 mil coil. This is a 50 mil coil. So you can't really put too much power into these ones. I would say 1000 RMS, more than enough. But then again, I don't like talking RMSs and stuff because exactly that we tend to forget that we are trying to get the best out of a vehicle. This is not a tank, and you have to basically build your vehicle to be a tank. It's got to be on the level of a tank in order to get those ridiculous numbers. Me currently in my car, the way it sounds, boss, I think I maybe get that woofer's getting maybe like 400 RMS, if even 400 RMS, if not less, and I'm enjoying the living hell out of it, boss. So I don't know, the ones 1000 RMS, 2000, 3000, 5000, 8000, all that. Hey man, if you're not going for world records, I don't understand why you're putting all that. But again, it's your money. You want to spend it like that? Go ahead, bruh. You gonna do that. Gonna enjoy yourself. You work hard for that money, and that's how you want to spend it. Spend it like that, my friend. If you break it and you want to send it here, no problem. Send it here. I'll fix it. If you want to send it somewhere else, no problem. Send it somewhere else. Your money. You spend it how you want to, where you want to, with who you want to. How you calculate RMS, that's not me. That will be calculated by the factory, because you would need a DETS that will give you the specs of the speaker itself. When the speaker has been fully assembled, you need a gauge meter to give you the power rating of the magnet, and all of those things are calculated together. This piece and the X will go with the Y. Then you take F over the circumference of Z, and then you multiply that by, I'm talking so much shit, and then you divide that by I don't know what the fuck, and that basically gives you the answer of how the RMS is. That's how it is, bruh. You guys think I'm lying? I'm talking the truth, bruh. Farid. I really envy how a lot of guys come on here. Out of 10, how much do I rate? I never played with those woofers before, so I don't know. I don't know what it sounds like. I don't know how they play. I don't know. I've never seen them or heard them in a vehicle in a setting before, so I can't. Me, I just know from what I can see, they can't take a lot of power. 1000 on, you put 1000 RMS in them for daily, yeah, fine, sharp. These are 15s. So that's where I would leave it there. I don't like giving my opinions on things, because Owens go and quote you and say, but that only say, but they never say that O said in his opinion this is it, and this is the reason why he say this is it. It's always just that only say it must be like this. And so I don't like giving my opinions unless I have actual evidence to prove it up. I don't like talking about brands and speakers that I've never heard or worked on, because I can't speak on those things. So I stick to what I know and I've had experience with. Outside of that, I stay away. Right, that's gonna be me. Yeah, the connection and all the things there, I will do that. What's tomorrow is Tuesday. Yeah, most likely by the weekend or so, I'll have to test them all to make sure they all play. And then did I put, hey, I have to go check my YouTube. Go check on the YouTube. I do think that I had them in the box, and I've tested them in the box in the car. No, It's like asking what's the difference between 100% copper from Targa and 100% copper from Star Sound. Isn't it supposed to be 100% copper? Yeah, that one is Mr. Noe. That green bus of theirs is the graphics is too much. It's too loud for me, man. The first time I looked at the graphics on a vehicle and I was like, that's too much. YouTube channel, the link is on my bio. You can might check there. So yeah, I'm gonna paint that one and I'm gonna coil the other one. But the other one, I've got to still do the fishing from the wire that's stuck inside the bottom. The loudest sound system I've heard that I enjoyed, that I set in, was 162 dBs at 29 Hertz. That was Zombie, the Golf, Sarel Viljoen's Golf. Yeah, big, if you wanna see, you can go on to my YouTube channel, you'll see how to recoil a sub. So yeah, that I'll do that tomorrow, and then I'll have an okay or a no on this woofer, this power bass woofer from the customer. I gotta open up 4 flippin' monsters so that I can re-flippin' solder all 4 of them again and then close them up again. So that's an annoyance I don't really list for, but I gotta do that tomorrow morning anyway. My YouTube channel, the link is in the bio. Yes, and then what's this? DS audio, DS sounds from Clarksdorp. They also, their mini rusty balls did 160 at, also I think it was 29 Hertz or 163, 164. Then you got the Master Blaster that did 165 at one stage. I set in it when it was 163. So my bro, I'm in Boksburg North in the East Rand. If my link is not in the bio, I need to go put it in the bio. But anyways, my Jimbos, I have to call it a night. Daddy gotta go and get a chow chow, make mama some coffee before she go to bed, and I gotta go and have me a sesh now. But it was lekker talking to you, Owens. I shall be back tomorrow again. It'll be a double live tomorrow. I'll be on live in the morning and then I'll be on live in the evening. And all of you also, my bro, stay safe. Stay safe. Enjoy making those mistakes. Just remember, when you make them, I'm here to help you, so you can make it again. If you don't want the wife to know that you burnt your speakers, you can pay extra 500. I won't put it on the live and we keep it quiet. If you want your speakers to be done on the secret level, put extra 2,000. We won't put it on the live, we won't mention it was here, nothing. So yeah, you must pay us for our silence, boss. This is a El Pacino movie. You know, the Godfather movies. You pay for the live, you pay for the secrecy, or else I pimp you. I rat you out. Our jets, dango. We shall see my car tomorrow. Until then, fleet, mysterious 8. Don't forget, 9 in the morning. Not 9. I think by 10, 10:30 Sakanta, I shall be there. And then in the evening, same time again, probably by 7 tomorrow evening, we shall be back. Sure.
Go to TV.
For shizzle, money's out.